Hello and welcome to part 3 of my Sims collection. I'm your Mr. Venom 1974 and now we're on 2012. Showtime. Katy Perry Showtime. First of all, they bring back the genie. Not the blonde chick from the 60s, no. Now we have the genie. The add-on Superstar. I think this is nearly the same. Now you can do Acrobat, you can do Magic, Sing, of course. It's interesting, but it's not so great. So if you like the Superstar add-on from Sims 1, this is nearly the same, but it's not that great. So maybe you skip it, or you want to get Katy Perry on the cover when you buy it. Otherwise, skip it. Supernatural on the other side, now from September 2012, and the current expansion is really interesting. I think it makes a lot of fun, and it's interesting. Now you have witchcraft, you have werewolves, fairies. It's interesting, and if you have a collector and you have Plants vs. Zombies add-on, amazing, huh? I think this is really nice. I think I had a lot of fun with it. So the werewolves are not so great, but the other elements are really interesting. So this is an add-on just for fun. It's not the typical aquarium. This is more like doing absolutely nonsense, and if you like this kind of style, I think this is your add-on. It's interesting. I think it was really nice, and I think in November the next add-on will be Seasons again, and I think they will introduce the alien. Woo, great. And believe me, I will do a video about Seasons. Believe me. So this was the real add-ons, and now it's time for the packs. Of course. See you in a second. Now it's time for the stuff packs again. February 2010. High-end lot stuff. Now you have designed furniture. Ooh, yeah. New hairdos and new clothes, or you see, I don't know why it's an anniversary edition. It's nearly useless, believe me. The next one is the Fast Lane stuff from September 2010. New cars. That's more my type, because there are some nice cars in it. So this is maybe an add-on that is slightly useful, if you want to call it. The next one is the outdoor living stuff. Furniture for your garden, new whirlpools, and I think there's something for camping or grilling or something. Don't know. I don't need that. Maybe you don't need that either. It's strange. But believe me, we have more accessoires coming next. It's time again for more accessoires. Town life stuff from July 2011. It's a little bit useful, to be honest. First of all, you see, where is a no Renault car? Exclusive, amazing, huh? And you have something new for the houses, so you are able to build new houses, new designs for houses. This is the only thing that is really interesting in this update. So, if you're interested in something like doing something different with your house, maybe you can get it. Master Suite stuff. January 2012. Once again you have new furniture, and this time with style. Very classy furniture if you want to get it. I don't know if you want to need that, but maybe to do something different with The Sims, so maybe you can get it. And now coming to my personal... I don't know what I'm saying. June 2012. You know the Katy Perry style, you know the her strange candy style, Candyfornia or something like she call it. Now you have the same thing in Katy Perry Sweet Treats stuff. You get a lot of things in her style. It's a little bit like Toy World, if you want to call it, so I don't know why you need that. It's really, really awkward. It's more like a fairy tale world after you changed something in the Katy Perry design. I don't think you should get it. It's really, really strange. But there's one accessoire coming up. See you. It's time for the final stuff pack. This is diesel stuff from July 2012. And now you have diesel for successful living. The clothes from the spring and summer collection 2012. Amazing. That's all. So if you're interested in this kind of label of brand, maybe this is your kind of game. Also, they released, I don't know if it released everywhere, 2 cities as a DLC. Barnacle Bay, something like a pirate port or something, and Hidden Springs, you see like a magic city, something like that. I don't know if there were more cities in this kind of production, but now we have the stuff packs. Amazing, finally. So it's time for the stories and middle age. And when we are done, see you. And now it's time for the Sims stories. This was a different approach to the series. This was more considered as laptop games and easier Sims games. It started with Life Stories, February 2007. And maybe it's... should I say it's more an adventure mode than typical Sims. It's not so free. You have in this game 2 stories. One female, I think she's called Riley, and one male, he's called Vince. And you progress some levels, 8-9 stages, and when you have finished the story. I think Life Stories is acceptable, but it's not that entertaining. Believe me. The next step was Pet Stories. By the way, these games based on the Sims 2 engine, so Pet Stories based on Sims 2 Pets, of course. This was June 2007, and also you have both. You have 2 stories, and in 2 stories you have to care about pets. And believe me, this is not a great concept. Not at all. What's really interesting is the third in the group, January 2008, Castaway Stories. Now you have your personal Castaway story. And this is really interesting. You have a survival story mode, if you want to call it, and you have a free mode. And I think this is a great mixture. It's the absolutely the best of a three. And the story is really interesting. You will like it. It's more adventure-esque. It's more exploring. It's maybe it touches the RPG level, and do yourself a favor, this thing is playable. But one series is missing, and that's coming next. The final Sims part is Sims Medieval, and now I think we want to do something great with the series. On March 2011 there was this game, and now you have an Sims RPG, if you want to call it. It's the Middle Ages, of course. This is the typical RPG scenario, and I think it looks great. The soundtrack is absolutely awesome. This soundtrack is really, 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 really good. It's really good. But I think it lacks so many things. It's not a good RPG. It's very standard, very easygoing, very linear. Maybe you can call it after 3 or 4 quests, it's really, 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 really boring. On the Sims side, it lacks so many features that Sims is known for. So it's a mixture of an RPG and the Sims, of course. The idea is great, but I think the final product is really weak. So maybe do yourself a favor and test the game and watch the game before buying. The same thing as the first adventure pack. Pirates and Nobles. Now we have Pirates. Hooray! You have new quests, you have new items. If you are a fan of this game, maybe you can get the add-on, but do yourself a favor and play this game before buying the add-ons, believe me. And I think now 2012, never heard of this series again. This came out August 2011. Don't know what happened with the series. Maybe it's gone for good, who knows. So it's interesting concept, but it's not so great. So that was my Sims collection. This was the final part. Believe me, there will be more with add-ons and packs, and believe me, I think EA will release a lot. So I will do more videos about it. I'm your Mr. Venom 1974. If you like this video, please rate, leave a comment, subscribe if you want. We see us!